Hi, good day to you all. Welcome to Naija. In this channel, we provide you with latest admission updates, guidance, and counseling. What you need to know about JAMB, UTME, admission, and the likes. How you can. So look at our YouTube channel. We have different video on JAMB change of course, how to log into your JAMB portal and check your O-level results, how to know the correct JAMB subject combination, and all other admission related like that. So in today's video, we'll be talking about what you should know about JAMB change of course or change of institution. Okay, so what is JAMB change of course or change of institution? So please, before you proceed, do make sure you click on the subscribe button of this video. Please click on the subscribe button below so that you'll get notified when we will upload a new video like this that will aid you in your admission processing in any university, polytechnic, or college of education in Nigeria. So quickly into this video that I said we'll be talking about change of course and institution. What is it about? JAMB gives every applicant to change their course or the institution they initially picked when they registered for JAMB. Okay, so when you registered for JAMB, you probably selected 4 institutions and probably different courses, any course that you wish when you registered. So the change of course allows you to, it gives you the opportunity to change the course that you have previously selected when you registered for JAMB, or you want to change the institution. So for you to do that, we'll discuss what are the steps that you have to take before you can change your institution or your course. Okay, but before we go, why do students do change of course or change of institution? Most students do apply for change of course or change of institution mostly because their JAMB score is too low than the course they want to go for, or probably their parents ask them to change to another course. Maybe you initially observe that a particular school you picked before, they do go on ASU strike, and you don't want to be part of anything that has to do with ASU strike, and you want to change your institution, or probably your JAMB score is too low for a particular course you initially picked, and you now intend to change to another course. That is why most students do apply for change of course or change of institution. So what are the steps or what are the things you need to check before you do a change of course or change of institution? So firstly, your JAMB score matters, and a very similar one is the school post UTME cutoff mark. So the JAMB score or your UTME score is the score that you had when you did the UTME examination, okay, which is over 400. So let's say a particular student, for example, somebody who wants to study medicine and surgery, and you scored like 220 in your JAMB examination, in your JAMB UTME examination, which is your JAMB score. But the school post UTME cutoff mark, okay, maybe in a school like University of Ilorin, maybe the cutoff mark for medicine and surgery, for example, is something like 260 or 270. Such kind of student will need to change his or her course to be able to get admission in University of Ilorin. And in fact, in schools like that, you won't even be able to register for the post-UTME simply because your score is too low than the cutoff mark that they require. Okay, so that is what you need to check. So you need to check for the school post-UTME cutoff mark. Okay, and for you to know this, each school will announce the post-UTME cutoff mark whenever they sell or announce the sales of the post-UTME admission form. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? So this school, they will advertise it probably on their website, or some schools do post it on newspaper or anything. So once they announce it, they will also stipulate the cutoff mark that they want for any course they want to apply for. So some of these schools do have departmental cutoff mark, or let me say cutoff mark for each course, and some of them do have general cutoff mark. Probably they just say anyone who have nothing less than anyone who have 180 and above can apply. Okay, so but in actual sense, if you want to study course like law, medicine, and surgery, and you have less than 250 to 60, your chance is very, very low. Like you won't be given that particular course. Okay, so you need to change your course. So for you to know when the school post-UTME cutoff mark is out, once you are updated on the post-UTME cutoff mark, then if your mark is not fit in enough for the school, you need to change your course. Okay, so for you to get updated on all these cutoff mark and the like on the available post UTME form, do make sure you click on the phone number below in the description below of this video. So just contact me via my WhatsApp, which is 081-24611631. I'll put a link in the description of this video that will link you to me on my WhatsApp. So I will update you on when the school post UTME is available. Yeah, so you can also check our website at naijaedugist.com for all related admission news, updates, and guidance. So on naijaedugist.com, we post the list of all available post-UTME form for each particular year. So especially for Federal University, State University, Polytechnic, College of Education, and the like. So here we'll post the available post-UTME, the JAMB cutoff mark, and all the requirements for each particular school when they announce the post-UTME form. So another thing you need to check is the JAMB subject combination. Okay, so the JAMB subject combination or the O-level subject combination is the subjects that you need to have to be able to be given admission in a particular course. Okay, so for JAMB subject combination, it is the first subject that you did in your JAMB, which is English language and every other 3 subjects that you did. Whereas the O-level subject combination are those 5 subjects that are very, very important that you must score at least C in them before any school will give you admission in that course. Okay, so each of these schools, they have their required cutoff mark, they have their required subject combination for any course you want to study there. So for you to know this, you'll be able to see it in a place called JAMB IBAS, okay, which is on the JAMB brochure. So I have another video in this channel that talks about how to know the correct subject combination for all courses, which is the JAMB thing, of course. So before you do that, please make sure you watch that video. I'll put a link to that video in the description of this particular video you are watching right now. So just quickly, let me show you how you are going to check it. So once you reach this JAMB IBAS portal, click on the brochure, then let's say a degree awarding institution, which is universities. So for a federal university, let's say you want to check for a federal university like maybe Obafemi Awolowo University or Osun State. So all the schools are listed here. Like I mentioned earlier on, you'll be able to see how to check it very well in this particular video. I'll put the link to this video in the description of this particular video you are checking or that you are watching. Sorry. So let's say you want to study something like architecture. For example, you must do physics, mathematics, and either of chemistry, geography, arts, biology, and economics before you can study architecture in a school like OAU. But if you had initially did English, physics, chemistry, biology, okay, you did not do mathematics, that means you cannot study architecture in a school like Obafemi Awolowo University. Okay, so that is why you need to check the JAMB brochure or the JAMB IBAS to know the correct JAMB subject combination that you need to have before you can do change of course. Then under this place is where we have these subjects that you must pass, okay, in your O level, which is either your WAEC, NECO, or WAEC GC or NECO GC that you must pass before you can study that particular course in that particular institution. Okay, so the next one on the queue is proximity to your state of origin. Before you can do change of course or change of institution, I would advise you that you pick a school that is closer, a school located in any state closer to your own state of origin. Okay, the state, especially the state of origin that is on your JAMB slip. Okay, that state of origin, let's say the state of origin your JAMB slip is Oyo State. Okay, for example. So if you want to change your institution, okay, you might want to look out for schools in Ogun State, Ondo State, in Osun State, in Lagos State, or in Ekiti State. Okay, so it is advisable that you pick schools that are in the states that are closer to where you reside. So I categorize them based on the geographical location. Okay, so that is where I want you to consider. It is very, very important because some of these schools do consider states that are closer to them before they will give you admission. So it is not advisable for somebody whose state of origin is Oyo State and you want to pick a school in Sokoto. Okay, it is not really advisable. It is advisable you go for any school which is related, which is closer to where you reside. Or else, if your JAMB score is quite too high, like it's very good enough, let's say you have like 250, 260, and you wish to study in any school in Sokoto or in Zamfara or in Katsina, you are good to go. But probably because your JAMB score is too low and you're looking for a school that will accept you, I would advise you to pick a school that is located in a state nearer to you. Okay, that is very, very important. So another thing you need to check is the mode of post-UTME or screening of that particular school. Okay, so which means probably the school will organize post-UTME exam, which is the exam that you are going to do to be eligible for admission before you be given admission in any particular school, in that particular school. Some schools do require you to do exam, while some is called screening. Screening means you will only submit your O-level results and your JAMB score that you submitted when you want to register for the post-UTME. That is what they will use to aggregate to give you admission. Whereas some schools will ask you to come for exam, okay, probably a written exam or maybe a CBT exam. Mostly it's used to be CBT exam. Most of them don't do written exam again. Or probably it's going to be a shading type that you have to shade, okay. But most of these schools is CBT that will ask you to come and do, just like the way you did in JAMB. Then some schools will ask you to do it in any CBT center around you. Okay, schools like Yabatel, okay, they will ask you to do it in any CBT center near to you, or you can do it on your computer at home. Okay, so you need to also check if the school is also doing post-UTME or they will do screening. So for you to know this, you need to probably contact a consultant like us that will help you check the usual admission format of that particular school, or you contact any student of that particular school to know how they used to organize their post-UTME or screening. Then sometimes some of these schools it's used to change. Some of them have been doing post-UTME exam before, but maybe the previous year they did not do it, maybe due to one or two reasons, they decided not to do it. So if they decide to do it this year and you think you don't want to do post-UTME exam, you might want to go for another school that is not doing post-UTME exam. Then their school fees, this is very, very important. You don't want to change to a particular school where the school fees is quite too high, okay? Maybe you know that your parents can afford only Federal University where you'll be paying like 50,000, 60,000, 70,000. But you don't want to change to a school that you'll be paying like 300,000 naira, okay? So you need to consider the school fees. And also other admission criteria. Probably the some schools, have some schools that you must be nothing less than 16 years of age before you can apply for their post-UTME or before they can give you admission, okay, and other admission criteria like that. So how do you do change of course or change of institution? Before you can do change of course or change of institution, you can do it at any CBT center or JAMB office nearer to you. That is where you can do it. And no one can do it for you. You have to be there yourself. You have to be there physically present because you will have to do thumb printing. Then the price varies. It used to be about 35 to 4,000 naira, but it's quite cheaper at JAMB office. JAMB office used to do it like 2,700 or 3,000 naira. But in CBT center, it costs like 3,500 or 4,500 or 4,000 naira. Then when can you do it or what next after? So sorry, before that, what is needed is the email address that you linked when you did your JAMB registration, and if you have not linked it, they will link it for you. Then they will need the name of the new school you want to go for or the name of the course you want to go for, and also the JAMB registration number. This is what will be needed. So when can you do the change of course? I will advise you to do the change of course or change of institution whenever you see that the post-UTME has been announced for that particular school you want to change to, especially if you want to change your institution. Make sure the post-UTME form has been announced, or if you want to change your course also, by the time the school announced the change of course, by the school announced the sales of the post-UTME form, you can proceed and you've seen the list of their cut-off mark. Probably if they listed it based on the department, okay, you might need to wait till that time. I will advise you to wait till that time so that you not waste your money. Probably you think a particular school the cutoff mark is 160 and you rush to do the changing of institution, and this year the school decided to go for 170 or 180, okay, and maybe your own score is 165, but probably because the school cutoff mark for the previous year is 160, okay, and your own score is 165 and you've rushed to do change of course or you've rushed to do change of institution, you see, you will have to go back and change it to any school that this cutoff mark is like 150 or 160. Okay, so you need to calm down and wait till when the school post UTME cutoff mark is out. Then what next after is that you need to apply for the school post UTME after you've done the change of course or you've done the changing of institution. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Do make sure you click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get notified whenever we post new video like this. And you can also reach us, you can also reach out to us via WhatsApp on 081 24 641 631 for any admission updates, guidance, and counseling. Thank you very much. So if you have any comments or you have any question, you can put it in the comment section of this video. Like I mentioned earlier on, I'll put a link to where you can see the list of all the courses and the correct JAMB subject combination and O-level combination for any school in Nigeria in the description of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Do have a wonderful day. Bye.